What's up, guys? I'm taking a look at the new Roku Streaming Stick Plus. This is one of Roku's newest additions to their product lineup, and its form factor is similar to last year's Streaming Stick, which is also still available on their product line. This stick is capable of 4K resolution at 60 frames per second and is HDR capable as well. The other upgrades that it features are the advanced wireless receiver and an upgraded remote which can control your TV's power and volume. As you can see from this unboxing and side-by-side comparison, they look slightly different, but they both wind up being the same size when plugged into a side HDMI port on your TV. So given the differences in capability of the new Roku Streaming Stick Plus, how does it compare to last year's Roku Streaming Stick when it comes to performance? Once again, we'll start with the start and go from there. I'm plugging both of these devices into the wall outlets instead of the respective USB ports. I haven't tested the new Roku Streaming Stick Plus plugged into the TV, although last year's Streaming Stick performed perfectly fine plugged into a TV's USB port. The Roku Stick Plus boots and loads quicker than the stick, but only by about a second. And this is where performance gets a little disappointing. As you'll soon find out, there really isn't much difference between the two devices from here on out. And as a matter of fact, last year's stick seems to do a little better in some limited circumstances that I'll point out. Netflix loads the same on both sticks, although the Plus seems to load this preview just a bit quicker. That being said, last year's stick loads the majority of the rest of the main menu previews faster. Additionally, last year's stick seems to load the actual content a bit faster as well. Notice that even when playing content from the beginning, last year's stick has the advantage. Now, I will mention that both devices are being tested right next to each other. I'm controlling both with a remote in each hand, and I'm loading HD content simultaneously, which means they are potentially competing for immediate bandwidth. Amazon Video works well on both devices. It seems the app loads slightly faster on last year's Roku Streaming Stick. Now let's take a look at how it loads content. It looks like it might... nope. Bested once again by its little brother. Notice that YouTube has the same interface on both devices, but the Plus runs almost a GIF preview of the video highlighted, which is kind of cool. As you can see, we finally found a place where the Plus outshines the stick. Now I know what you're thinking as the Movies Anywhere app loads. You're thinking that despite the app loading faster on the Plus, the stick will still play back video faster. Well, believe it or not, you're right. Plex loads much faster on the Plus. Finally, some stark contrast. Now I'm going to load Mad Max, which is a Blu-ray rip, meaning it's an extremely large file. So in the interest of time, I've sped this part up. It should be no surprise at this point that last year's stick loads the title faster. Although I wasn't surprised at this point that the stick outperformed the Plus, I decided to test the two independently to see if I was correct in assuming the two were competing for bandwidth. I don't know if this confirms my hypothesis, but it certainly doesn't disprove it. As you can see, when I load a smaller file and start from the beginning, both load the movie equally quick. For good measure, I tested a couple more apps. ESPN loads slightly faster on the Plus, and live TV loads at literally the exact same speed. Disney Junior on the Plus outperforms the stick in both loading the app and loading content, but only slightly. The major advantage this new Roku Streaming Stick Plus has over its brother is the voice remote, and to be honest, this isn't that big of an advantage. I intend to demonstrate its voice search capability in a future video, so stay tuned. So that's the comparison. In my opinion, the new Roku Streaming Stick Plus isn't worth the upgrade. Sure, get it if you're just getting into home streaming and you have a 4K TV, but if you're okay with 1080p resolution, then stick with the stick. The performance differences are barely noticeable, unlike the 2015 streaming stick compared to 2016's. So let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and thanks for playing along.
Hey, if you like that, watch these, and subscribe for more stuff.